This is fully depressed whenever you do turn it.
Okay, and don't ever turn this while the motor's running. Got it.
Never change this valve while
later.
the motor's running. Otherwise, as far as the workings of things up on here, your first line of defense is the skimmer basket. Okay, let's talk about nomenclature for a minute. The skimmer.
Right.
The skimmer basket. The pump. The pot gasket. We call this the pot. Okay. Pot basket. Pot basket. Skimmer basket. The motor. The filter valve.
Okay.
And the return jet.
Okay.
Okay, where water goes back to the pool, you've actually got 2 return jets, don't you?
Right, so there's one on the other side.
So you have 2 return jets. So when we start talking about things about what's, here or there, whatever, that's the nomenclature of what things are called. Your first line of defense for anything getting into the impeller in the motor, the thing that actually turns, that moves your water, is in here. It's about this big around, it's got little grooves in it. It sits right inside here. We don't want trash and crap to get in that because it can clog it up. So there's 2 baskets that keep that from happening. The first basket is the one that's in the skimmer.
Gotcha.
The second basket, first line of defense, second line of defense is the basket that's in the pot. So I'm telling you that if you walk over here and you look at that basket and you can still see the bottom of it, but you see a bunch of ants and bugs and things all on the sides,
right,
leave it alone.
Okay.
If you look in there and it's packed that full of leaves, then fine, we need to take it out and dump it. But if you look in there and you got a leaf or 2 spinning around and you got a bunch of bugs on the sides, leave it alone.
Okay.
And I say that because to take this off, you'll turn it a quarter of a turn and then you take it off. To put it back on, you put it back and then turn it a quarter of a turn back. The little ears lock in on some tabs on each side. Invariably, what I have a customer do is they'll put the lid back on because they're looking at it from bird's eye view. They'll put the lid back on and they won't have it seated all the way, and they'll turn it. One side will lock in, but the other side gets missed. And in the haste of things, you just don't realize it, especially from the angle you're looking at it. As soon as you turn your pump on, the side that locked in, it will snap your pot. It'll snap a big hole out of the side of your pot.
So mess with that as little as possible.
So that's why I tell folks,
don't
don't jack with that.
Right.
Unless you look in it and it's half full of leaves, and if it's half full of leaves, that brings up the question of why is it half full of leaves? Because, right, our first line of defense should have kept that from ever happening back here.
Okay.
But shit happens, right? So that's that part. Now, to take this lid off, if you took it off right now, you'd have a geyser of water because this valve is open.
Right.
This valve is open because you got water coming back this way, you got water coming this way. So if you took the lid off, it'd be like Old Faithful.
Right.
Okay. So to keep that from happening, if you do have to take the lid off,
shut the valves.
Turn this one off. Turn this closed.
Okay. Okay.
Then you can reach and take the lid off, and you don't have that geyser of water.
Okay.
It'll do this.
I see where it's got the little
voila.
things. Gotcha.
Yep. See the little ears? They lock in right
like
here.
a blender.
And right here. Kind of. Yep. Goes back on good and tight. And turn it.
Make sure it's tight.
And then, and just kind of run your hands around it and just make sure that that seam is right.
Gotcha.
That's really all you have to do back here.
Okay.
Over the course of the summer, backwash is a fancy word for cleaning your sand.
Okay.
That's all that means.
Okay. How often do you do that?
Once a week.
Once a week, backwash.
Every Sunday afternoon, whatever, you're going to come out once a week and you're going to backwash it for about 15, 20 seconds. You're going to rinse it for about 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And you're going to put it back on filter.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nothing complicated.
At the same time you do that, you're also going to walk over to your pool and you're going to have a bottle of weekly maintenance algicide. And for your pool, it's probably going to be about anywhere, probably about 5 to 6 ounces a week. You're gonna stand right here where the water's coming back in the jet. Bloop, 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 bloop. You're gonna pour in 6 ounces, let the water jet carry it away, put the cap back on and walk off.
Okay.
So once a week, you're gonna backwash, and then once a week, you're gonna put in your algicide maintenance, just your weekly maintenance.
Okay.
The gauge that's on the side of the tank, in a minute when we turn it on, that gauge is probably gonna say somewhere around 12 pounds. That's gonna be your benchmark.
Okay.
Okay, now, what I mean by that is, so you've put in chemicals in your pool, and it's killed the algae, anything that's growing in your water, all right? All that algae then goes into the pump, it goes through the sand grabs and holds it, so that it doesn't go back into your pool.
Okay.
Just like a vacuum cleaner bag, at some point, it gets full.
Gotcha.
At some point, we need to backwash, i.e. clean our sand, because at some point, it won't hold anymore.
Gotcha.
And if it can't hold anymore, it's going to just roll it back into the pool.
Gotcha.
Then you have this cloud in your pool that you can't get rid of, and you're going, my chemicals are all perfect, everything's great, but I've got this cloud in my pool. Why?
Gotcha.
The why is because your sand needs backwashing.
Okay.
In addition to that, you'll also know when your tank needs backwashing because the pressure on the gauge will go up.
Okay.
So here in a minute when we turn it on, if for kicks and giggles, let's just say that our benchmark is 12. That's with perfectly good, clean sand. If you walk out here one day and it's sitting on 15, that should tell you, aha, the pressure in the tank is higher because the water's having a hard time making it through the sand because the sand's got a bunch of crap in it. I need to clean my sand. When you do, then the pressure will fall back down to 12.
Okay.
Some people are gauge watchers.
Right.
They watch that gauge religiously, and that tells them when to backwash. After owning a pool for a while, you'll never look at this gauge. You'll just know when you need to come backwash
And
your
that
pool.
backwash
You know
is
you
just a
need
short,
to do it
fast
once a week.
backwash, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's just a short. It's the.
Yeah, 15, 20 seconds. You
That's
have
it,
a sight.
that's fast.
Right. You have a sight glass right here.
Okay.
Let me see if I can take that off and clean it. And you say, well, how long do I backwash? Well, it all depends on what your sight glass tells you.
Okay.
Hold up on a second. Your sight glass is going to be, when it cleans up, when the water cleans up, some of these little sight glasses are a little bit dingy from sun, but that one's pretty clean. Okay, so we've got our own filter there. Our valves are both open there. We're going to turn the pump on. The pot's going to fill up. The whole time we got air and whatever coming back into our pool. The valves open here. The valves open here. The valves open there. Yeah, that's what I want to look at. Get it going and good under pressure. Let's see where we're leaking. All right, where are we leaking from?